In this video, let's see how we can quickly animate something to create a video. So I'm in my SketchUp and I have my Enscape board on the other side as well. What we need to do is create a series of keyframes and then stitch them together inside of Enscape, and it's quite easy to do this, especially if you have two screens. It might be even easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the Enscape window and press the K as in key or kite. I'm going to press K, and I have some keyframes here, so I'm going to remove them first. So this is the timeline, and I'm going to create a series of keyframes in order to create my video. So the first keyframe is going to be here, and I'm going to click on the window, the Enscape window, and I'm using my keyboard arrow keys in order to move my camera, because otherwise it's going to be very shaky. So I'm going to use my keyboard arrow keys, and somewhere in the midpoint I'm going to add another keyframe, and I'm going to move again to the very edge here, and I'm going to add another keyframe. So I have 3 keyframes here. And if I double click on each keyframe, it's going to give me some options of what I can do with these keyframes. So one thing that I can do is I can change the time of the day of that keyframe. So I can flip that switch on, and right now it's at 7 AM, so that's fine. Also, I can change the field of view if I wanted to, so I can change the field of view like so. Let's leave it at, say, 780. Can I get to 80? 80.4. I don't know if I could. Yeah, let's just leave that. And then I can change also the depth of field. But I can't change this right now because in the settings we have autofocus on. So if I wanted to change the depth of field, I need to switch off that autofocus, and now the depth of field is switched on. So when you change it, what happens is it's gonna go out of focus. See, now I'm gonna maybe have it somewhere around here, say apply, and I'm gonna say go back and go to the next frame, and again here I can change the time of day. So I'm going to change it to, say, about 10 maybe, so 7 to 10, and then I'm going to change the depth of field again to, say, somewhere here. Yeah, that's fine. And here, the final frame, I'm going to again change the time of day to, say, 12, and the depth of field to and back. So now I have all my frames set. Let's preview it and see if, the total duration of the entire video clip that I'm creating. So I'm gonna, let's say 10 seconds is fine. It's a very short clip. So I'm gonna put there. Let's see how that goes. I'm gonna preview it. I see that it's like a time-lapse video, and it's not really good quality just because it's not rendered completely. It's just on Enscape's. So that's basically it. That's how you create video clips, and my suggestion is to create these linear video clips rather than just moving around the space. Otherwise it's gonna get really shaky. Now if I move my camera, move it around, and it's gonna change my perspective, obviously. But I just want to show the pathway that I just created. It's going to move here, and I'm gonna turn around so that I can see the pathway that I created. So there we go. That's the pathway that I created, and if I wanted to, I can actually change the pathway by moving here, and then see I can go into each of the cameras and then make changes again if I wanted to as well. So if I wanted to, I can add additional cameras like here. If I wanted to change something, I just click and add an additional camera like so to the pathway. Oop. There you go. Which I don't really want to do. I'll see. Like that, you can create series of videos and then stitch them together. I'm gonna go back and have the cameras, oops, the way that I have it here, and I'm going to export my video. So I'm gonna go here and say render video, and it's gonna save on my desktop. I'm just gonna save on my desktop. So that's my first clip. I can create another clip, and in the same way I can create another clip, and in the next video let's see how we can attach them together in a video editor like OneShot. It's gonna take a while to render, so I'm just gonna let it render.